This demonstration will review the setup of number sequences in Microsoft Dynamics AX 2009. Number sequences are set up in the Basic module. There are two ways to set up number sequences. One, using the Microsoft Dynamics AX wizard, or two, manually. If number sequences do not already exist, then the wizard should be used to create all required sequences. If number sequences already exist, then manually edit the formats and options as needed. New number sequences can be created manually at any time. If you have created a brand new company, then you will use the wizard. Select the wizard button from the number sequence form to launch the wizard. The wizard will create all the number sequences that are required by each module in Microsoft Dynamics AX. The welcome form describes what the wizard will do. It will create number sequences for all modules. The names and formats in the wizard can be edited, and number sequences that are not needed can be edited or deleted. Use the Next button to launch the next form. Here in the wizard, we can edit the setup of each number sequence as needed. Click on the Detail button to view all fields. The module and reference for the number sequence cannot be changed. These fields display the module and purpose of the number sequence. The number sequence code is referenced throughout Microsoft Dynamics AX. It is used to identify the specific number sequence that has been created. For example, _020 is the name of the number sequence code used to set up quotations in accounts receivable. When setting up accounts receivable parameters, you will enter this as the number sequence code for quotation. The Microsoft Dynamics AX default name can be edited. If you wish to change the default, it is recommended to assign a user-friendly prefix for each module, so that all number sequences for a given module will be grouped together. For example, the number sequence names for the General Ledger module should have the prefix GENE. While renaming the number sequence is not necessary, your company may have specific prefixes that will make it easier for the users to identify each number sequence later. The smallest and largest fields are used to enter the starting and ending number for the number sequence if the number will be automatically assigned by the system. This is very important if information is being converted from a legacy system. For example, if in the previous system the purchase order number was a 4-digit number and the old purchase orders entered to Dynamics AX are going to be numbered 2200 to 2400, then to avoid duplicate purchase order numbers, we need to make sure that Microsoft Dynamics AX starts at a number after 2400. Or, if starting at number 1, I do not want a number larger than 2200. The same concept is true for sales orders and invoice numbers. Keep in mind that the number of digits to be used is user identified. Although the previous system may have only used a 4-digit PO number, you can use an 8 or 10-digit number in Microsoft Dynamics AX. The smallest and largest fields can also be used to create separate sets of sequence numbers to differentiate transactions. For example, in accounts receivable, invoices can be created from sales orders or as a free text invoice. I may elect to have free text invoices start at 80,000 and sales order invoices to start at 1. The C column indicates if the number must be continuous. Numbers are assigned sequentially, regardless of whether this box is checked. By checking continuous, gaps in the sequence number are not allowed. Unless required for auditing purposes, this field should be left unchecked. The Format field is the most important field in the wizard. This field is used to define how the number sequence will be generated in Microsoft Dynamics AX. The pound sign represents the number of digits. Any letters or characters will appear as is. You may edit the formats to be user-friendly as needed. The name of the number sequence will be the same as the number sequence code, but it can be edited. To view the reference that was shown in the wizard, click on the References button. Number sequence code GENE_202 is the annual sales list ID. I can now edit the name accordingly. From this screen, you can edit, delete, or add number sequences as needed. I will change the name to Annual Sales List ID to more easily identify it. To delete all of the number sequences and start over from scratch, click on the square in the upper left-hand corner of the grid to highlight all and then hit Delete. This should not be performed if number sequences are already in use. Now let's click on the General tab to view some options that did not appear in the wizard. Select Stopped to mark a number sequence as inactive. Select Manual to select user-defined numbers instead of automatically assigning sequential numbers. If Manual is selected, the formatting options will be ignored. The master files, such as customers, vendors, and inventory items, are often a manual number. The Allow User Changes section indicates if the user can edit the auto-assigned number. Finally, after all the number sequences have been defined, throughout each module the number sequences are linked to the reference where they will be used. The parameter option in each module will reference the primary number sequence. In this example, the AP parameter is where we identify what number sequence will be used to number internal invoices, credit notes, vouchers, etc.